Just as he did in David's unlikely story, God has a way of using the experiences of our early days, even our very bad experiences, and redeeming them as only He can. He forges them into a glorious purpose for our lives and uses our seasons of obscurity, loneliness, brokenness, clumsiness, and even failure to weave together a plan so unlikely that only He could bring it to pass. Our future doesn't lie in our own impressive resume or grandiose list of accomplishments, but in our faithfulness and consistency day to day as we walk with God and build a resume of accomplishments, exploits, and even godly character with Him. You are about to read my own unlikely story. As I reflect on my life and ponder what God has enabled my family and me to do over these many years, it is clear how very unlikely it seemed that He would call me from a small town in Oklahoma to take the gospel to the farthest parts of the world. In fact, the odds were so against this possibility that I've chosen to entitle my autobiography, Unlikely, My Personal Story. As I consider the unlikelihood of what God has done in my own life, my thoughts turn to Paul's words in 1 Corinthians 1:26-28, where he wrote, "For you see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called, but God hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and God hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty, and base things of the world, and things which are despised, hath God chosen." This passage so well describes me that I'd like to share more about it with you before we dive into my story. And perhaps these words describe you too. If any verses in the Bible could describe me and my family to a T, it is these, in which Paul described how God especially delights in choosing those who are unlikely to do something significant. If you feel yourself as feeble, weak, unskilled, or undeveloped, and if that has been your excuse for why God couldn't possibly use you, you're about to discover that since the beginning of time, God has delighted in choosing the most unlikely.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.